So a hot pick is always exciting because we only have a handful of these every day at QVC. This is one of them today. 564760 is the item number. The Einhell blue cordless drill driver with accessories, normally £54.50. Go for it at a super bargain price. You are saving almost a tenner, down to £45. But once the stock is gone at this super bargain price, it cannot be repeated. So if you like it, go for it today. Ben Stylianou is here with 3 different solutions for us today. Good morning, sir.
Morning, how are you?
Good to see you again.
Nice to see you
too. An absolute expert,
thanks.
and you've been a guest actually now here for several years at QVC.
I have, and I'm very grateful for it,
So welcome
mate.
back. Let me remove my bits of scrap paper from your eye line there. So tell us a bit, first of all, about Einhell.
Well, they've got several products on QVC, but for those that may not be familiar with Einhell, they're a German company, distributor of tools throughout the world. Currently employ around 1,000 people and have a corporate turnover of around 365 million euros.
So they're a big company.
So they are a big company. Yeah. And do you know what? With the kind of products that they supply, Craig, I'm not at all surprised. Now, what we've actually got today is a 10.8 volt lithium-ion powered drill driver. Very light in weight, but very powerful in construction. As you'll see, it is. It's really, really good. It comes with a 2-speed gearbox, 19 torque settings here for the drill and the driver, and a 10mm cordless chuck. Now, what I'd also like to mention here, with the lithium charger here, if you depress this button on the top of the drill here, you'll notice that there's 3 lights illuminating there. You've got a red, an amber and a green. Now, when all 3 lights are illuminated, you're on full charge. Down to amber and red, you're on halfway. Once you get to red, it's time to start thinking of having a cup of tea.
Well, that's good. So if you're kind of doing the job for something else, or you're on site, you can actually check the state of the battery before you go off and start.
And the other thing with lithium-ion is as well, as opposed to NiCad batteries where they'll lose about 1% of their charge per day, lithium-ion actually loses between 1 and 3% per month. Also, with it not having any memory cells within the battery itself, you can actually recharge it through any stage of its cycle. So you haven't got to wait for it to go flat before you charge it, finish your job, put it back on charge, and it's ready for the next time. Now, within the packaging as well today, you're going to get over 400 screws, which are here.
Oh, you get all these as well?
You get all of these as well, and they go from 1 1/4 inch right up to 3 inches as well. So lots of you to be getting on with there. Each little container comes out again, so you can take it right to the job if you don't want to take. And even in the future, when you want to just refill this up, what a great carry case it is. That again. Also,
then we'll dive into the kitchen drawer to try and find the right screw if you're all organised.
Seriously, very, very good package, mate. It's incredible. Now, also, you're getting a comprehensive 64-bit driver set, which comprises of flat bits, posi drive, Phillips, hex keys, star bits, just everything you're going to need.
All right. I tell you, that's a cracking price. £45 for all of that.
It really is. What I want to show you is this little adapter here. When you put it into the drill and put the bits in, it actually locks the bit into position there, and then you'll notice that it's locked. And just to release it, you simply pull back this little black lever here, and it will release the bit out. But that's added security for the bit, making it a lot easier to drive.
Now, that's all well and good. Sometimes with cordless drills, you can be let down with power. Tell us about the power on this one.
Power, again, 10.8 volts, but we have a 2-speed gearbox here. On speed number 1, you reach up to 350 revs. On speed number 2, you get up to 1,200 revs. You've also got the trigger control here, which, if I can show you here by depressing it slightly, full control over the trigger. The more you depress it, the faster it will go. See that?
Yeah. That's very clever. That is very clever.
But do you know what? Let's actually see the tool in action. You like that, do you? Don't you, Craig?
Like that. Very good.
Okay, good. Now, what sort of
job?
Who
says there's nothing to do on a Saturday night?
Now, ceiling lights, inspection holes, through plasterboard, etc. So as a hole cutter, again, let's see how it fares. As you can see there, it was effortless, straight through the plasterboard, no problem whatsoever.
So if you're doing some wiring,
absolutely, wiring, plumbing, whatever, through plasterboards, and a lot of houses have got serious amount of plasterboards in them these days, but let's get down to some drilling.
Now, this is going to show the power, isn't it?
That's right.
This is going to show
Now, what I'd like you to actually do, Craig, is, as well as watch the drilling in progress, maybe listen, because the tool won't tire. The motor just goes. Now, 3-inch checkered plate, straight through, and these are no special bits at all, just ordinary bits out of an ordinary drill bit set, and we're straight through 3mm checkered plate there.
Wow.
See?
Wow.
Now, drilling through wood I really can't see us wanting to drill anything much thicker than a joist.
So I guess the only thing you're not going to drill on this is masonry.
That's right. I mean, yeah, because it hasn't got a hammer drill action. But you see, even here now, so let's just say we're putting a bit of pipe work through some joists here. Yeah. We've got a 16mm bit here.
And by the way, Ben's using the Triton Super Jaws, which is coming up also at the end of the show. And remember, that's on 4 Easy Pays, so we'll give you details of that later on.
Just clean out the hole as you're going along. And you've got no problem whatsoever in drilling through a joist like this. And then you'll see in just a few seconds how we're going to go straight through it.
Wow, yeah, it's through. And do you know what, Ben? Probably in a domestic situation, that's probably about as thick as we're going to be drilling through, isn't it, really?
I can't see us drilling anything thicker than that, mate. It really is incredible. The size of it, the weight of it is just 1.2 kilograms.
Do remember, if you want to go for this now, it's on a super bargain price, so £45 instead of £54.50. And remember, you're getting the drill, you're getting the driver bits, you're getting the screws, which are all organised in that container for you as well. And when the stock of this has gone at this price, it will not be repeated. So pick up the phone, give us a call, 0800 50 40 30. You'll have your drill and all the accessories, actually probably by next weekend, about 3 to 5 working days. So if you've got jobs that you've been putting off, next weekend, you've got the perfect excuse now this weekend to chill out. Next weekend you can make a start using this.
Let me just show you now, with a screwdriver action again, of putting some screws in without pilot holes. Now, I'm using decking and going straight into the joist here. And it's not tiring at all, and straight in there. Did you see that? Let's just do another one just to be sure. Straight into the decking.
Wow.
Can you see how it's just driving that screw home with no effort at all?
So if you've got kind of, again, if you're laying decking, if you've got some flat pack furniture to put together.
Absolutely.
If you're putting up shelves, hanging frames. I mean, it may well be you don't have a power screwdriver, so this can do the job of the drill and the screwdriver.
And it's so lightweight, mate, only 1.2 kilograms, whether you're working, you know, away from you or on the ceiling or something like that, it doesn't create fatigue to the user. Now, you mentioned...
the great thing about having a cordless drill, if you're up and down ladders, or you're inside and you're outside, you're out in the garden, then you're over to the garage, then you're out to the shed, you don't need any cables. So you're free to use it as and where, up and down, in and out.
Now, with flat pack furniture, this is a 300mm replica of a cupboard. That's the kind of space you'll have in a small kitchen cupboard. Now, with the size of the drill, you can see that we're free to get in there, and whether we're fitting handles or putting it all together, we've got no problem at all in accessing whatever unit it is that we want to be working on. Can you see how it's so small that it will fit in all those awkward positions? And again, 300mm here. Remember, if you're working between joists, they're at least 16 to 18 inches apart, so you will get into very small places.
So, I mean, would you say that this is great in a domestic situation at home when we've got jobs to do? What about if you are someone who, you know, you maybe work on site and you want sort of something for smaller, sort of lighter weight jobs? Would this do the job for you as well?
Definitely. I mean, I personally, and I was talking with Jules earlier on, I want one, and I'm taking this one home with me.
You ain't taking that one. But you can get it at a super bargain price.
It's really good, seriously. Soft touch, non-slip handle here. And like we mentioned earlier, because of the weight, you can have it to work away from you or overhead. Very well-balanced piece of machinery. I just can't say enough for it, mate. 19 torque settings here, so that, you know, for those that don't want to sort of over-tighten anything or whatever with this.
Well, could you just explain the torque? What does that mean?
Well, the torque means, well, let's just actually put it into use here. I've got it on full drill, but if you're working on an expensive piece of material and you want to be careful not to damage it, you lower the torque. Now, I've taken this down to around 7. So you use that maybe
if you were drilling into glass or tiles or something?
Correct. Now, see how now the drill is working, but it's slipping. It won't go any further. So you'll now adjust that to a torque that suits you by just taking it up a notch or two every time, and you see how it's slowing down there, so that you just get that perfect finish to where you want it. Or again, if you put it on full torque and want to drive the piece straight into the wood, no problem at all.
So if you've spent, you know, good money on expensive tiles,
you want to be careful not to break them.
Or mirrors or whatever, you've got to be careful. This means you can do that.
With a keyless chuck, again, whether you're...
Well, listen, just to remind you, we've only got about a minute left on this, so if you want to go for this now, pick up the phone, give us a call. Remember, it's a free phone number from a UK landline. And actually, what's interesting is if you've never bought from QVC before, but you actually do need, you've been thinking about getting a new drill, and you want a cordless one, then why not go for this? You don't have to have bought from us before. Give us a call on the free phone number, or go to the website, which is qvcuk.com. You get the drill, you get the
64-piece bit set, that's correct.
Piece bit set, and then you also get
over 400 screws, ranging from 1 1/4 right up to 3 inches.
And you can be all organised with the way they're contained as well.
Great.
£45 is the price, 564760. And many thanks to Ben for the moment, but he will be returning.
I'll be back.
He is the star of this show. 564760, and of course remember you've got your 30-day try-out period as well.